Yes, just a quick little video I'm going to put for YouTube and Facebook and what have you. Just see where it goes, really. It's a random thought. It's just about, this is like for all my artist friends, whether you're a pencil artist, a colorist, an animator, writer, whatever. You work in comics mostly, but, all of you, everyone. Do you remember the time when you would go on your timeline and you would randomly see artwork? Like, because you got independent artists that have their own projects, and then you've got independent artists that are just like, let me not say just, their works for hire. So they'll do like work for like the main publishers or the big publishers, but they'll also do work for hire for like independent publishers. But what I'm saying is, do you remember the time when you would go on your timeline and you would notice you got one artist over here that works on this project and another artist that works on that project, but then one day you'll just see different artists drawing each other's characters? Like, that happened to me a few times. Like, sometimes I'd get a notification and my friend Grant, he's drawn Nathaniel Nuke. Or, I'd get a notification and my good friend Chris Miller, he's randomly drawn some of my characters from Hardwired. And there was a time I drew some of his characters as well, from Chronicles of PA. Shout out him. And Richard Gaskin, I think it is, the writer. Yeah, like, I would just randomly draw like some of his characters. I've drawn other people's as well. But what happened? Like, why did we stop doing that? Like, what changed? I say that because this was a while ago that people was doing this. I mean, maybe it's the economy, because now, because of cost of living and stuff like that, people that do like commissions and stuff, it's probably a thing where they're being a bit more aggressive to make sure that they do paid work all the time, so they don't find it in themselves to find the time to draw other people's stuff like that. But people do randomly draw pictures of, say, like Wolverine or Spider-Man or Superman or Invincible or what have you. And I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying that those companies are already established, so they don't really need the work. But it was a really healthy time as independent comic book creators where you would see work from other artists that didn't necessarily create that project, but they decide to just, you know what, let me draw this other artist's work just as a surprise. Just randomly do it. Yeah, man, I miss them days. I remember seeing that happening a lot of times. And like I said, it was a decent time. And I say that because that was before the algorithm was so aggressive like it is today. And also, it reminds me of when it's like, it just seemed like independent artists really had it. Like, they really had it. Now everyone's focusing on their own projects, which they should do. But I do think, it was just more of a community them times. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, shout out to Jonathan Price as well. He's another artist. He would draw my stuff. But then there were artists that I was paying to do my stuff too. But then there would be sometimes another artist just, oh yeah, let me draw this. Big up Lloyd Cheatham as well. Best friend I've never met. Yeah, I just remember those times. So what happened? What changed? Because I tell you what's happening now, which I don't particularly like. My timeline's full of AI art. Like, and I don't even really want to call it art, because I don't know if it is. It's just, well, we've had that discussion already. But what I'm saying is, it would make a change if we saw artists drawing each other's projects, that each other's work on the timeline, and us seeing that as opposed to seeing all this synthetic artwork created by artificial intelligence on our timelines all the time. It's just a thought I'd put out there, because I'll be real. I draw a lot, mostly doing animation now, working on a project as we speak. But sometimes I will randomly draw people, and it might be based off of something I've seen on my timeline. It might be based on a viral video. It might be based on someone's face that I know. I randomly did a sketch the other day and it just happened to look like one of my uncles. Shout out Uncle Colin in Jamaica. But it's like, yeah, I just miss them times, man. Like, it would be nice if we could go back to that. I don't want to go on a nostalgic rant and say, oh, that's what we've got to do. I'm just saying it would make a change to see that, as opposed to seeing a lot of AI art on the timeline. So if you're an independent artist and you know me or you follow my work or what have you, Let me know what you think. Let me know if you remember those times, if you was around, if you're an artist and you've done other people's work or done artwork for them, just off your own back. Or if someone's done artwork for you, have you still got it? Did you do anything with it? Like, do you miss those times? And what motivated you to do it? And how did you feel when you saw someone else draw your character in their style? Like, let me know what you think. And let me know if you think that could even work again. Is that something that you think would be plausible to happen again today, like in 2024? Would it be something you even want to see? I don't know. Just let me know your thoughts. And also, what inspired this conversation was a conversation by good old Shane Shesby. Big up, bro. Been to some of his events from back in the day. And yeah, in fact, no, I pronounced it wrong. Shane Shebsy. Forgive me, Shane, if I haven't pronounced your last name properly. It's all love, though. But yeah, it was inspired by a post that he made regarding Todd McFarlane. And those that know. And yeah, just randomly thought of it. Like, what happened? Why did we stop doing it? Anyway, let me know what you think.